The Hub Radio.
On Hub Radio. .net.
The Hub Radio.
All I know is I'm here today, I'm healthy, and I use medical cannabis, and I'm thankful.
I achieved complete clinical remission from the cannabis alone, and I would rather be illegally alive than legally dead.
This child needs cannabis.
I'd take a hit and the pain would disappear. It was instant. I mean, instant.
I've always looked at cannabis as being medicine.
People say you get high. You don't get high, you get medicated.
I'd like to see it so that, people aren't criminalized over something that's medicinal.
It's a God-given plant. We should all be able to use it. It's real medicine.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Such a short way up and such a long way down. And this is a bubble like where they are right down. The way you're something off it off your way by pound. In a fields of marijuana, that is my playground.
I love you, Mary Jane.
You're the prettiest of flowers, girl, me can't complain. When I'm with you, I feel so high, I rise above the rain. And you know the people damage like that bitch cocaine. No, I leave them lonely, feeling only pain. Cause your DNA is of the highest strain. Your effect is so potent, it's so insane. You so gummy and sticky like a plaster stain. When you grind out your body, only stems remain. And to love you is so risky, I might get detained. You always keep me flying on the highest plane. And anybody know will always proclaim.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Your leaves of green, your purples and blues, cured little kids and old women too. And I say to myself, what a wonderful herb. And I say to myself, what a wonderful herb. Look how Babylon stood up me. Them fight you for years, for your love only for man serve years. Babylon stood up me. Them fight you for years. I know the whole of them are buy shares. You should be a celebrity amongst any tree across the 7 seas for your energy, but you're an enemy, catching felonies for the remedies in the recipes.
Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Nasty, how you feel splendid indeed. With a little bit of black splendid in the weed. Appearance grow indoors, not a stick nor seed. And she never post ripe, it was a real slow speed. No fertilizer, natural baby feed. No cross pollination, she's a real pure breed. Cultivated with love and she's not grown for greed. She's everything I want and also all I need.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Witty B, and we're back here on Tea Time on the hubradio.net. That's what Nene Banks used to say if she was here. Sadly, Nene Banks is not here anymore. She's on to different things, new things. We have Nakaira. I keep getting that wrong. We have Nakaira here. This is her first trial run on guest hosting here on the show. I'm super excited. We got to talk and vibe and shit like that. She's super dope, super cool, really informative. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really good. It was kind of a rough day earlier, but the vibe is definitely picking me up. It's good. I'm loving it. So today's show is gonna be real fun. We got Slice of High here today.
Hey,
yeah. They're basically creating dreams right now. They have medicated pizza poppers, jalapeno poppers, and things like that. So we're gonna be trying those out, sampling them, and letting you guys know what we think about them and where they came from and their whole deal when it comes to the cannabis business and industry. We'll also be covering kids in cannabis and just smoking around kids and the treatments of kids and how to talk about it with your kids and things like that. That's a really big topic in this industry right now. When it comes to marijuana, I think that's one of the main issues people have or people are talking about and really don't have any kind of understanding. So we'll kind of delve into that. We got an interview with Young Jinx from Compton, rapper, producer turned rapper. We're gonna be checking out his album. I don't know the name one right now, but he'll be. It's not moving. Oh, no, I had to stop moving. My bad. I'm eating some of these pieces right now. You might hear me smacking on them. It's really good. I had like a pepperoni pizza popper. It's bomb. It's really good. As we get into the first segment, you already got it's Urban today. You know what it is. You're gonna try this weed out. Smell it a little bit. So this is Purple Punch. I just picked it up literally right now from a spot in Compton. I'm not gonna say where that was because the laws aren't that cool out here, but it's pretty decent. It's an indica. I just got a gram of it. I haven't smoked it. We just smoked like a mix of like some Gorilla Glue and some of that stuff right there. What do you guys think about that? What do you think, Nick? You got like a nickname you go by? People call you like using Nakira? Nakaira? How do I keep Nakaira? Okay. All right. I'm gonna get it. The name reminds me of I don't know if it's the same name. It reminds me of like a character off of Lion King too. I don't know if it's the same one.
It's like anime as Akira.
Yeah, Akira. Okay, that'll help me remember. I watch a lot of anime. Yeah. That's not. So let's get into this. Let's see. I feel like I've had some kind of punch herb before. I can't really recall. If you guys have anything you had called punch or anything like that?
Just a cigar.
Just a cigar? Purple Punch. It might be something I've never tried before. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, it is. This here, yeah. Oh, we're smoking these out of, just so you guys know, shout out to our sponsors, Empire Rolling Papers. Smoking out of money is the best way to smoke. That should be their slogan. I don't think it is, but it should be.
You gotta grab that.
It's actually pretty good. I like these papers a lot. I'm so used to smoking blunts, so I'm so used to blunted flavors of weed and stuff like that. I'm so used to not really taste. I'm heavy clouds, but not a whole lot of flavor when it comes to that. But these are nice. They burn slow. You get thick clouds. You can taste what you're rolling up. It's really good.
It's thicker than regular paper?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it's a little thicker than regular paper.
Almost kind of like what the new money feel like. The new $100.
The new $100 bills. And the detail they put into it is dope too.
Right.
Dang, that herb's pretty good. What you think?
It was nice.
That's pretty good. Yeah, off a couple
nice
hits.
Smooth.
Where are you feeling it?
It's pretty clear.
In your chest?
Yeah, but it's clear. Like you said, it's clear. It's a clean smoke.
Yeah. I just started getting kind of like tingles and like, I don't know, my legs and shit. It's like
That's probably the pizza.
It might be. You know what? I forgot about that. I just had 2 of them poppers. That might be the pizza. That might be the pizza. This is gonna be an interesting show.
And it's pizza bites. We're doing the poppers too, but we don't have the poppers. Right?
Yeah.
No, the pizza bites, poppers, interchangeable.
Yeah.
Who's talking to.
Are you? When it comes to these pizza bites, are you doing poppers as well, like little filled dough balls as well? Or?
We're gonna get into
That's what you.
like that.
Yeah.
But more so right now we're gearing it towards the pizza bites, the trios that we have, and now we're gonna start some eye pockets.
Eye pockets?
Yeah.
What's an eye pocket?
Like a hot pocket. It's a high pocket.
A high pocket. That's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
So how do you sell your products? Do you guys do like events or
We
like?
do events, deliveries. We've even shipped up north to some people. So
Really?
Only in California, though.
Okay.
You gotta show valid recommendation and ID, of course.
So you guys are super legit then. You're not just.
Nah, we actually have like a business license.
Yeah.
And, our seller's permit.
Yeah.
I want to pay my taxes as much as I can.
Right.
Get as many licenses in our community that we can.
It does have a nice taste, man.
The herb, yeah, it does. It does. You know what? Let's rate it real quick. We all got to taste a little bit. So, I'm gonna start with the value because only I know the value. I'm gonna get the value with 3. Cause I got 2 grams. I got a gram of some Gorilla Glue, and I got a gram of some Purple Punch. Usually when I go, I don't know. It depends. I just didn't get hooked up. It was pretty on point, but it's good herb. So for the money I pay, I'm definitely not mad about it. I'm gonna give it like a 3.5, and that's its own value. But when it comes to like, let's say, how do you guys feel with the taste? 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5.
I like the taste. I think it's like 3.5 or 4.
A 5?
You said 1 out of 5?
1 out of 5.
Yeah, I would say 3.5.
3.5 on the taste? Where you guys at? 3.4. 3.4? What about that smell on the actual herb? The smell is good?
Yeah, so smell for me would be like a 3 because I done smell some kill
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
days,
Yeah. I'm probably put the
smell
smell on the
is
same, like a
good,
3.
you know?
Yeah. What about you, Nakira?
Okay.
I'm Nakira. Damn it! I know we got. I need to post it or something. We gonna get it by the end of the show. We gonna get it. If you're not watching this, so if you're listening on the radio, you can't see every time I call her that little eye she give me. But this nigga.
No, I think it was good though.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lighter.
Oh, here you go. How you feeling on? You said, well, we talk about taste. How about that high? You know what? I like the high on this. For like the actual smell, like I said, I give it a 3. The taste on the weed, I like the taste. I give it a 3.5. But the high on this, I would probably give it a 4, just because like sharing it between 4 heads on something that I didn't expect it from the smell. It's not super potent, but I'm definitely feeling it.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm also like 2 poppers in, so.
I ain't getting no bites today, and so
You feeling it?
Say it's the weed.
Yeah.
The thing is,
where you gonna?
It's the way it tastes. It just tastes. It's easy for you to include it inside of you. Because it's not harsh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a real thing when it comes to like when I smoke herb, I do definitely look for the deal. So it's like, as long as it's not like super boo boo, because that's the main thing, the smokability of the herb. Can I sit here and smoke it and enjoy myself?
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's only so low on that shelf. I'm willing to go. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wanted to keep up. We had a topic going. Let me see how much time we got. I don't think we got much time. I think we got to get into that break. Let me see where we at. We were talking about a couple things before we started the show, but we got to get into this break. We'll talk a little bit more about when we get back to it. When we get back, we're going to get straight into new culture news and talk about weed and kids. And I'm going to find some time to break down all that other conversation because it's a really dope conversation for you guys. So we're going to make this money. AOT, hit it.
cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
The Hub Radio.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What if they started making Trump lace fronts? He ain't got no hair up there, but it's all down there. And I mean, it's fine. I don't give a shit. I'm not fucking.
Well, we all know now she's a natural brunette.
A couple minutes.
Oh,
Steve
Harvey, and we already made it clear. Scumbag Society always will say "fuck Steve Harvey."
Fuck that nigga, Steve. Fuck you. Fuck your mustache. Fuck the lady who used
Straight
to make
like
your
that.
wigs.
Be careful. When we're not around our own, it's certain shit that we just don't say.
That's true, because we don't want them to get accustomed to thinking that they should be able to.
So I have to catch myself, because I've said nigga before in front of white people, and I kind of like pull back, like, wait, I don't want them to think this is cool.
Right. Tune in every Thursday from 7 to 9 to the Scumbag Society Radio on thehubradio.net.
The Hub Radio.
Allow me to give you something to think about. Not everything that comes out of Compton is bad. I mean, we have Dr. Dre, The Game, Kendrick Lamar, Venus and Serena Williams, that little girl with the dream, Maya Agent Brown. P. Diddy couldn't have said it better. This is the fairy tale, man. And fairy tales do come true, because we got millions of cats that are coming up with that hustling spirit and drive. They got that mention, that drive. Bill Lyons had that drive to overcome all obstacles. Bill Lyons isn't just a clothing line or just a brand. It's a movement. Bill Lyons is Compton. Compton is Bill Lyons. Respect the perspective. Bill Lyons.
The Hub Radio.
And we're back, everybody. It's your boy, Witty B. This is Tea Time on the HubRadio.net. This is Nakaira. Nakaira. We're getting there. And this is Slice of High. What are you guys' names again?
Kayla.
Marlon.
Kayla and Marlon. They're sitting in on this show with us because we've been vibing. They're really dope people. So we're going to get into this next segment, which is called New Culture News. And this is basically where we're just going to discuss topics in the cannabis industry, in the community, in the business, in the culture. One of the hot topics, I think that's been a hot topic for ever long this has been an issue is cannabis in kids, and really how to like where do you draw the lines? Is it affecting the kids? How do you talk to it with your kids and things like that? So the first thing that everybody needs to know, although there are adverse effects, like paranoia, dizziness, and nausea from when they consume these products, and it's going to be more severe in the younger kids and teens. They're just going to be more susceptible to these things. There isn't any kind of real proof or research or study about any kind of real long-term damage that it can do. Or any damage at all. So these things can be seen with kids who accidentally do ingest edibles, or kids who do consume or on a regular basis, or they go out and smoke a joint or something like that, and they trip out, they have a bad trip, and they go to the doctor. You can see these effects are a lot just more prominent in younger kids. But like I said, it's the same thing. Is like when it's all said and done, they're gonna be okay. The low levels of marijuana, there are low levels of marijuana metabolites that can be found in children who encounter secondhand smoke. But once again, there's very little evidence towards any of that causing any kind of health risks. Now, doctors are saying that we don't know just because there's a lot of different reasons why they don't know, because there's not a lot of federal funding for research, so it's not a lot of federal research. There's a lot of, experimental studies and self-contained things, but there's no
self-built information.
Yeah, there's no real federal contained study on how this is gonna affect the child's mind in a long term. And which is it for me. It's just it's goofy that there's no research. It's not, the research on this is not even allowed to be had. For negative effects, and I know it's probably difficult because when you're dealing with children, but at the same time, you have all these other products that you have flu shots that you can get for free, and it's a mix of all kind of weird stuff and bits and pieces of different viruses, and that's okay to get shot for free to go to a Walmart or a CVS and things like that. But even the research on something that might be a safer alternative is not even either they do the research and they don't disclose this information, or they're really just barring all research on it at all. And I don't know, how do you guys feel about that in general, just the research when it comes to research on medical use of marijuana, especially when it comes to kids?
I guess that's what we're all waiting for. We're just waiting for that law to pass. We know that it's floating around the White House, but we don't know if they're gonna, because all of the states in the U.S. have a different law. Some of them haven't legalized marijuana yet. And the ones that have, they've only done it recreationally, but that doesn't give them the federal funding to do it. So it really just kind of, it's like a parental issue. That's something that's not even the government's not even worried about that. So all of those type of aspects of how it's gonna be with kids, that's up to the parent. Right now, there's parents in Colorado who moved to Colorado because weed was legal, but their kid have cancer. So they're giving them CBD oil and stuff like that, trying to keep them alive, but they can't do that legally. They can't get that from a doctor. They're obviously getting it from a doctor, but they're not getting it
prescribed. Right.
Western doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's if something were to happen, if their child had a reaction and they went to the hospital, they could go to jail.
Right.
Still. And so there's so many different laws, but this is at the same time lawless, like we were saying earlier. They just created it that way to still have a regulation.
Some kind of control over something. Some kind of control over something that is you can't really control. Yeah.
It's it's crazy.
Yeah. Of course, not smoking around kids should be.
Yeah.
Of course.
you know.
That should be common knowledge.
You
It's
know?
like,
Yeah, exactly.
like-
Directly around them now. It also depends on where you're living, you know, like, you know, if you live in a place that, you know, the child is upstairs and you're like whatever, like, you know, that you can
You
do
got a
whatever you
room
want,
for
you know what I
yourself.
mean? Like,
Right.
but you as a parent can do whatever you want. I mean, technically, you know, raise your children, but I guess because we just, how we see it in America, it's just like, you know, there's not even a lot of room for any of us. So if we're smoking around kids, we're smoking in the same, like, room as them, and that's, like, obviously.
Right. Whether you're using it for medicinal purposes or whatever. I mean, it's like, yeah. When it comes to kids, you definitely, the idea is to keep them as pure as possible for as long as possible. They don't need all these extra things. You know, when you get
Even to see it, you know, like,
Yeah.
I know what weed is. You know,
Yeah.
how are you gonna sit down somewhere real
right,
quick? You
right.
know?
Do you really know?
Right. Do you really know?
So there are some studies that show low levels, and the big thing is CBD is being used with kids, but THC can be used as well. But there are some studies that show low levels of THC can affect development of unborn babies while they're still in the womb. So they're saying like, but there's no like, once again, it's a situation where there's some studies saying there may be some problems. There's no inconclusive results or inconclusive studies saying that these things are a direct result of smoking cannabis or putting THC into your system. But it's a maybe. There could be.
It's just like particles. Those same particles could be a part of another drug, and it's, you know what I mean. But they're just using it there because it's marijuana. and They want to have something to say. You know what I mean?
Me personally, I have a 9-month-old son, so I recently went through the whole bit of cannabis, baby, and the whole bout, especially with my doctor when it came to breastfeeding. And she said when it comes to breastfeeding, you know, it's either breast milk is better, so whether it's the cannabis in it or not, she's like, I'm not worried about cannabis. So, you know, if you're going to do it for whatever reason, you know, it's better to give them the breast milk. But at the same time, as a doctor, I can only tell you, you know, so much. So it's up to you at the end of the day. But I'm just going to say breast is best, you know.
Right.
So I've come across a study in Jamaica because, you know, weed out there is easier access. And women, they were able to conduct it over like maybe an 8-year span. So from in the womb to following the child, and there was no long-term damage. It's actually the people who smoked cannabis while pregnant, kids' motor skills were higher than people who didn't smoke it, you know. So it's interesting to see the studies, and I mean, they have federal patents on marijuana or, you know, genetically modified marijuana. So clearly they know something is up with it. They're just trying to do it to where they're going to control it like they do everything else.
They're going to be the one distributing
companies
this.
trying to get their hands on weed, and once they do it, you know, I'm really mad about how they did the law. People just heard recreational and they didn't really read the fine print, you know. But now smoking it, unless you in your house, you get arrested, or, you know, it's just so much more that people didn't think about really when they passed.
And they I think they banked on them in that situation. They definitely banked on fooling the younger generation, the majority of the people that never vote with the one thing they've been asking for, and they're just gonna put in that first little statement everything that they wanted. But they know these younger kids don't care about none of the other stuff, and they're gonna completely overrun anybody else voting against this in any situation. So it's like getting that information to the younger people is gonna be letting them know, like, 'cause they're not gonna read it. So somebody has to be able to tell them, like, you gotta look at, you know, this and that. You getting this, but still watch out, you know, because they're not gonna read these documents. They're not gonna read these ballots. They're just gonna click, let's do it. But yeah, that's neither here or there.
That's patience.
Yeah. That's interesting though. I do want to talk a little bit about that. With you having a young child, and I'm sure you guys know other families who use cannabis.
Right.
What are your honest opinions of it around kids, and how do you deal with it around your kids?
Definitely keep it out of arm's reach.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need
Way
that
more
type of
than an arm.
accident.
Way
you
more
know.
than an arm.
Make sure you definitely keep it in its bottle that it comes in, bagged away. You know, same precaution you do with any other substance like alcohol, whatever. You know, you got your bar, but you make sure you keep your bar high enough for your child ain't getting it. Or you drill your child like, you don't touch this ain't the kids, you know?
What you need?
No, your phone.
So it's pretty much that, you know, we pretty much keep to a room where we try to smoke in the room, or the kid taking a nap. All right, it's adult time. Let's go have a little chill out, go in the yard, and, you know, stuff like that. You really ain't supposed to have it in the kid's face, you know.
So but they definitely know what it is, and they like.
Well, he's 9 months, so
Well,
they know what it is or not, you know.
With the, do you know any families with like older kids, like adolescent kids, and do like that use it and kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, they just tell them it's a herb, you know, and you just, when you old enough, that's when you choose whether you smoke it or not, you know? Yeah, we don't smoke with kids.
So, with that being said, the biggest issue right now, it just seems like the disclosure with a lot of information. Like you were saying, even when you went to your nurse, regardless if she knew anything about cannabis or not, she was just going to tell you the one thing that she was allowed to tell you. Like, she's not worried about that. So it's like, they most likely have some kind of idea on how this will affect. I mean, they're not doing direct.
You know it's there.
Yeah.
You know it's there. You know, but it's like.
Just like you said, they're doing studies in Jamaica where these things are prominent. So if they're doing it in Jamaica,
they have access
yeah.
to the research. Now, whether the research is conducted in America or not, that's another story.
Yeah,
but they somewhere conducted it. Like right now, Israel's supposed to be booming with the cannabis industry right now. It's supposed to supersede what we have going on in America, because America is leaving America because of the laws to go to Israel because it's gentler on cannabis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just come across this like last night or something like that. I was like, what? They're leaving America to go do it over there because they lax.
Just in Israel, or is that a Middle Eastern thing in general?
No, where I read it was just Israel, you know. But I was like, man, you know, it's very interesting that people. I mean, I feel like America is the forefront for culture across the world. You know, pretty much what America do, we set the standard everywhere else. So to see Americans leaving America to take their industry somewhere else because America won't let that dollar flourish is crazy. You know, just because we got some crazy people in the White House right now.
That's really all it is. Because this could be our biggest crowd. This could be our biggest export. Like, why are you like? We don't have a whole lot of anything else besides war, and you know, like.
Man, what is America really importing like that now? Now everything we getting it, you know. We bringing everything in. We're not exporting anything out really. So if we can, we're already dominating cannabis. If everybody else in the world want it, let's give it from America. That's a whole other like. It's better than oil almost. You know, because everybody ain't got a car. I know so many people ain't got a car, but they smoking weed. You know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's in a sense. sorry, it's just like oil, and where it's like.
Better than oil.
Yeah, the way and it's their fault that's like that because it's like. It was a time where it was abundant. The idea of it was known all around. It was just a common thing. People were growing it. And then they put such a hard propaganda, a hard stigma on it that it became non-existent. The industry became non-existent. It became a crime. So it's like, now where it's like a pimple being bought. It was just been built up and built up and built up. And so now it's like, you got places like Nevada and Colorado. They started, it was like, oh, let's just legalize it straight up, and now they screwing up their whole economy. Like, cause it's just like, it was something that was just a common practice, you know, a few hundred years ago, you know. So that's just like,
not even that long, you know.
Yeah, not even that long. Yeah. Hold on, get out of here. Sorry about that. Anybody called me? Anybody so proud of me? I don't know who that was though. They probably some haters. I don't know who it was. But yeah, so definitely having open conversations about cannabis with your kids in a positive sense is going to change the future stigma and the future idea of what it is. Like you said, like what you said, it's really the parents that are driving that thought and that idea. It's not really the government. The government at this point really doesn't care about what you're doing inside your house.
Well, I think it's more so media that did it.
Yeah.
You know, television, once it hit every American home, skewed the image for a lot of things. And as far as we now, like, the average smoker, I know they intelligent, you know, they doing something with themselves. They not. I know a few slackers that sit on their mama couch and smoke weed, but that's like very many. That's not the average smoker. But you go to television and all you see is like the smoker who's like stupid, kind of ditzy, they don't know nothing, clueless. People like that's not the average weed head, and they put the laugh track behind them, and this is the average. Like most people who aren't, you know, up and close with average smokers, this is what they see as a stoner, you know, and they're like, oh, so now when they see you, this is what they think of you.
Yep.
So I think it all happens like with media. The more positive images of cannabis, you know, or users or the industry we get in media, it'll slowly output the change.
And that's real. And that's real. I forgot the dude's name. It's that brother with his kid. He's been like reteaching his kid to do with the red dread and tattoos on his face. You probably seen him on like social media. And
like he had the guns and he had them shooting.
He got him like he got him like reciting like certain things and phrases, putting the guns and stuff together. It was what were we talking about? He's talking about retraining. Or just the idea. We were talking about this where I was coming out with that. So it's like you only, when realistically, you only have so much time with your kids. You only have so much time to really teach your kids. So yeah, having an open conversation is important. But I do see what you're talking about. That media has to change, and that perception on the media has to change because that's really who's going to be teaching the kids, especially now when kids have phones. Even when they're in school, it's gonna be media teaching them all day long.
Yeah.
When they come home, they're gonna be on TV, they're gonna be on the computer, they're gonna be at the movies or wherever they're gonna be. These days, media is the teacher. Like, so it's definitely gonna take a change in that. So it's showing successful marijuana users and consumers and really real thinkers, just average consumers, and letting kids know that like you said, it's not a drug like that. It's not a drug. It's an herb for certain things, and being able, I guess, even for someone like me, learning how to talk about it and breaking out of like that thing of just using it as a recreational drug and learning how to speak. If I was to sit down and ask, if a kid was to ask me, what is that? How if you didn't walk away from it, how would you answer that? And that's a big thing. Even though, like I said, you're not gonna really be able to teach them too much. That's really gonna stick with them. And it's probably gonna be what they know as at that point in time. Because that's real. That's tangible. Tangible knowledge and tangible teaching is still a really important thing. So let me see here. So in lieu of all of that, in lieu of like saying there's not a whole lot of research on the negative effects, long-term effects. There is a lot of research towards the positive effects in treatment for kids with certain symptoms, like different treatments, like with kids with child leukemia and let me see here, just ADHD and epilepsy and just different things like that, and cancer, a wide range of different things. There's proven evidence that it does help to treat these things. So I got 90 seconds left, but I do want to touch on that really quick, which kind of is weird. How do you not have evidence of like anything else, like the negative effects? But there's, like I said, I guess these are just like self-contained studies and things like that, but it's just like so widespread. You see it helping people. You see it helping kids. You see these kids with getting the balm, the cannabis CBD balm on the soles of their feet in the middle of a seizure, and and you think some people are like, oh, that's fake, but like it's real, and it's like it's natural, super, like it's still like, I guess the end of the conversation is right here because we got to go on the break. Hit it, T.
Trenchtown, as you know, my family history runs deep there. That's the place that my father grew up as a young man.
Now greetings to the world.
It is a sad night, I said.
The prophets in the beginning were musicians. They were poets, writers, and that's what we've been tasked with in this life. Shit is, it's actually kind of humbling, you know?
Youngster no live in a tenement yard. No. Good boy no live in a tenement yard. Too much watch it. Too much so. Them chatty. Them so.
It's influenced a lot of what we do. Like our whole genre is birthed out of traditions out of reggae, number one. It's the essence of us borrowing from our ancestors, but recreating it and representing it. And it's like that's who we are. That's where we come from.
We all vessels, right? We're whistles, the wind go through us. We make the noise. Fuck all this pretty Sean Carter shit, nigga, ho! Sean was on that gospel shit. I was on the total fucking opposite shit. Stuff $1 million in a sock drawer. That's a war chest in case you need your chest knocked off. Y'all be talking crazy out of them IG pictures. So when you get the hell, you tell them Blanco sent you. I can't take no threats, I got a set of twins. Those are just some words you never hear again. For the final time, you don't believe these fools. I never seen a worker rock so many jewels. Never. I never seen a runner with so many cars. Y'all couldn't stop me, you're not as tough as you say you are. My advice is just don't be too nice to niggas. Just set the price on niggas and live your life, my niggas. Once upon a time in the project. Once upon a time in the project.
The way the community is built, if you notice how the rooms all surround a courtyard setting. And that courtyard setting would be where a lot of the music was made. All of those things kind of encourage that environment of learning and, you know, music and all that stuff.
I was in fight mode, oh now it's fuck me, mijo. I was moving them kilos, help you move your peoples. You know, I feel like when I go to Africa, I feel like when I go, you know, my people. I love people.
Yeah.
Period. What's up?
Yeah, see me too.
Emery passed you niggas and he did a bid. Tata jumped over niggas, he like 5'6". Got the heart of a giant. Don't you ever forget. Don't you never forget. Jigga got the shit poppin'. I pulled out the pop when we was out of options.
Youngster no live in a tenement yard. Good boy no live in a tenement yard. Too much watch it. Them so. Too much chatty, and them so. Various musicians would have to come and audition and whatnot to try to get inside the doors, you know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of them were turned away. So for us to eventually actually have ownership of this place is great.
Right, the Christmas lyrics, so when you hear them, you sound like a crispy biscuit. You come and jam down on Mr. Well Street, to bam bam, to what to bam bam, in a bam bam, Dylan, Mr. Bam 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 bam, what a bam bam. Just freestyle bam bam, just like that. I didn't write it.
Man, that must feel good, like to make something so timeless.
Of course.
I was asking him about Jam Rock. I was asking him, did he know, like the minute he heard it, did he know?
And he said yes. Did he say yes? Good music, it will last.
That's right.
It will last. It ain't gonna go nowhere. And even when I'm gone where I'm supposed to go.
That's right.
My daughter's gonna be here and say, that's Mommy's Bam Bam. You ain't going nowhere.
Powerful, isn't it?
Powerful.
Can't you see it's my ambition? I come to nice up the whole nation. What a bam bam, what a bam bam. I don't give a goddamn. When me come a dance, I must play for Guinness. Yo, crowd of people, go and mind your business. This a hunting season. Well, I tell you something, Caesar. Cake and dumpling season. Spinners and dumpling season.
It was really powerful for me when I came here. This is music I listened to my whole life. My mom and dad, they like collect records and they just play music all the time. Wow, it was like a major source in our house. Like I turned into a kid when I came here.
Well, the Tough Gang name definitely exists long before me. That was my dad's nickname. We as a family have used it.
What's going on, everybody? We are back on Tea Time. This is your boy, Witty B, and you are... Nakaira. I'm gonna drill it on myself. You're gonna tell me as much as possible. We about to get into this next part. We're gonna interview our friends here, Slice of High. Kayla. I wanted to call you Ayana. Marlon, right?
Yes.
I got that.
I'm starting to think it's a male thing.
I know.
You got Marlon, right?
I was like, I don't know where that came from. We're gonna get into your guys' interview and talk about this bomb piece that you have here.
Thank you, brother.
I checked you guys out online. I seen all the pictures. It's a real artisan style piece of fresh looking. Like when I first saw like somebody making like some medicated piece, I expected it to look like some DiGiorno, you know. But you guys are really going and making the crust, and it's like it looks just as good as it tastes. Where did this even start?
Yeah, I guess first I was working on some things with a friend, and that didn't pan out. So me and a best friend of mine used to always compete making pizzas. Now, we wouldn't go as far as making our own dough, but we'd just go buy the dough and throw toppings on it, and all right, you know. But I was like, oh, pizza and weed, you know, those two things are kind of like vibe together. So, you know, pretty good in the kitchen, went in the kitchen and created something. I was like, oh, this tastes great. I was like, okay, well, let's do this. Because I've always smoked weed. I've been smoking weed since like high school. Now, I don't advocate for people in high school to smoke, but, you know, if you do anything in high school, go, you know, that'll be one thing I say, you should, you know, go ahead. It's safer to do.
But, you know, the worst things that can happen.
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, my mom was really against it, so it was cool for me to turn something I'm passionate about into, like, a life, like something I can actually make a life off of. You know, I don't have to go to a typical 9 to 5. All this hustling I do, I hustle for myself, and, you know, it's really, like, for the family, really, you know.
Do you have any kind of, like, culinary background at all?
I took cooking classes, but other than that, just, like, yo, big mama, granny, you know.
Everyone has a build-up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wherever you
Stuff
learn
like
it,
that.
Yeah.
that's what's important.
You never, like, worked in, like, a restaurant or anything like that? It was all just, like, stem from just something that you naturally
just a love of cooking. Yeah, I like to cook. I like to, you know, have friends over to, you know, enjoy the foods.
Yeah, because this is, like I said, this is pretty good and intricate stuff. And, like, especially with infusing it and coming up with recipes to do infusions and keeping consistency is you know, it takes real skill. You know, and like most people go, you know, you have some people who will go school for years to, you know, to be able to come out and do something just like this, or own a business for some years, or, you know, work in the industry for years and come out. But it's just cool to see that natural love you have for this really shine
like
through.
Food and I love weed, you know. So for me, like I remember, you know, in high school when my mom's going to work, I sneak and make brownies and cookies for everybody. So it just took something I love to really do something I love. I always wanted to be scientist, so now I'm in there measuring up my grams, you know, calculating how many is in it and all that.
What
so
was
just,
the
you know.
experimentation process like when you first started making like infusions? And were you making like butters and stuff before you even got into it?
I think the first thing I ever did was like infuse milk, you know, and now it's just to go like in the cookies and the brownies. And then as I started getting into it more, it was the oil and, you know, like you said, coconut oil. And it's just easy, you know, for me, you know,
practice.
It comes easy.
Yeah,
you know.
it was kind of like second nature.
But for me,
Yeah.
it's like second nature. You just
Over the
jump
years
right
of
in.
doing so much of it.
Yeah, right.
That's good.
That's really what it is.
Practice.
Cause
Yeah.
I just turned 26 yesterday. Was my birthday.
Yeah.
So
How long have you guys been doing this?
the pizzas, we've been doing this since what, February? We've been working on it. And then we
Since
launched,
February?
like,
Oh, so this is a
June.
pretty brand new.
Yeah, we launched in June, really.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So February was where you started working on the concept, and then you went and launched in June. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And
Think about it. Think back to that.
Alright.
what was that like? I mean, are you in the area where you thought you were gonna be when you started in February, or are things kind
Not
of?
at all. Like this time last year, like I said, I was working on a venture with a friend, cannabis related, but it ain't pan out. And at the time, I felt like, man, kind of did me a little dirty, but wasn't even thinking of it. So now, looking at where we are now, and it's just like, okay, God had, you know, different plans for us, you know, but it's still like all love, you know, because the cannabis community is so small.
Yeah.
So, at the end of
It's
the
a
day,
positive community at the end of the day.
it's a positive, like, yeah, I haven't met too many mean weed smokers, and if they are, you can tell it's like those people we was talking about earlier, the culture vultures, they just in it just to kind of be there. They ain't really in it. You don't know too many mad stoners walking around.
No.
Ain't nobody got time for that, you know?
Not too many people, like, you know, shiesty stoners, not too many mad stoners, you know.
I would like to see a cartoon of a mad stoner.
Yeah. It'd be a strange thing. It'd be
the
most, like, just basic face and just,
the only mad stoner we know is the Grouch. You know?
Yeah. That won't even count because he made out of weed, so he can't even smoke his stuff. So he just mad because he can't enjoy it. Exactly. So tell us more about what you guys brought for us here today. We got like a bunch of different things and options that I've been sampling today. So yeah, what we have?
Well, you know, we have the new stuff, the trios. You know, those.
These guys right here.
Yeah, these are the trios right there. We got pepperoni,
veggie, and cheese.
Right. And then we got the bites.
Okay. And these are like jalapeno and mozzarella. Or what's
Jalapeno, mozzarella, and pepperoni.
Okay. Okay. And then so, what's the process? Is everything from scratch with you guys?
Everything's
from scratch with you guys. And you told me earlier you infusing the dough and the sauce.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So, how do you regulate consistency when it comes to like the potency of your product? I know like when it comes to like baking, especially at home bakers, I've dabbled in here and there, but it's like everything I make is a crapshoot on how I'm gonna be, you know, after I eat it.
There's calculations.
Yeah, we of course use the same measurements each time. We try to stick with the same strain. Right now we're actually working with SC Labs, open up an account so we can get our things actually tested. Right now we're just working off of the national average of how much THC is in.
What's the national average?
About 10% of THC is in your average strain.
Okay.
So we just work off that and do some calculations. And we put a lot of weed in it.
Yeah.
do, you know.
Was that something that you came into the game with, like that knowledge, or did you develop that as you went?
Like I said, for me, it's always been like a cannabis connoisseur, really.
Okay.
So,
but you know, it also, you know,
it's flourished more as far as like the converting of milligrams and all that. I'll say I've done it since then, because at first you're like, no, we just making some strong ass brownies, you know. You just like fill them up, you know. You wasn't even thinking of how many milligrams in it. But bringing it to consumers, you have to kind of be mindful of. You can't just be like, oh, high as hell.
Yeah.
And you like, no, that's only, you know, about 10 milligrams in there.
They
and
pop
really
it
the person
in
walk
there.
away.
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
That's terrible. You know?
Yeah.
So are you keeping it like on an entrepreneur level, or are you trying to like send it to distributors or?
Yeah, we're definitely distributors, getting it into dispensaries. So, because I mean, we can only deliver so much on our own, you know. So to get it to a larger crowd, we would have to partner up with people. So we're in the works of that now.
Are you working with any different dispensaries or distributors right now?
Right now, no. We have some sales reps, you know, in the motions. We're talking to a few dispensaries, so hopefully things.
Because you guys make frozen versions of your pizza.
Yeah.
We do it frozen, also.
We do frozen. Where in dispensaries, you're gonna get it frozen. I mean, we've been trying to, you know, convince them to like maybe do it hot and ready on the spot, because people realistically, you just get your weed, you trying to go. You might not go right back home. So what am I gonna do with this frozen product that I have? Well, if you get
you know, as time goes on, this is gonna be something that flourishes. I mean, especially with next year with the licenses getting distributed and things like that, and people will start opening up lounges and cafes and all that different things, and you'll be able to go in there.
You need a dispensary. You can do it yourself and just open it up yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're thinking about that also. You know, we have a corporate. We have corporate thoughts towards this
corporate
business.
structure for a small business,
you know,
they say.
Because it can go so many directions. You know what I mean? And then you know you get a storefront. You know,
that's what we're doing that now, just for production purposes and be close to the public. But, you know.
And then,
something.
what's your role in all of this?
Well, I'm just support, you know.
He's the glue.
And that's an important part.
Right,
You
I
can't.
deal with the fire.
You need that. You know,
I
you
roast-
need somebody
I
in
roast
your
the
corner.
pizza.
Yeah. The sample man.
Right.
What's it called? The face of the product. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get the picture on there. Nice high face and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right, just holding the scoop up.
Yeah.
He's definitely the glue to everything. I tell him what the plan is, and he's like, all right, brings it together and helps make it happen. And
That's
build
things, you know.
everything.
Yeah, and then just working with other companies. You know, you got good friends, and you just
Network
everything
really.
can-
The network is your network really.
Yeah.
So you try to be pleasant with all, help everybody you
Right.
can, and God willing, they had the same lookout for you, or somebody else got the same lookout. You never know how it works out.
Speaking of your network, I was looking at your site. You guys have been to, since you started running, to a few events.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about some of those and some of your
We
favorite?
did Canna Spa, which was like our debut, just breaking out really. We've done a Nug Life production.
That's my boy.
The Green Room.
Okay.
And then most recently we did a Kush Mobile Dunkin' Domino's, which was like the Black Hollywood, so that was just really black supporting black business and great people.
Okay.
I love Black Hollywood. It's a great venue. It's like a local gym right in the hood off of Western and like 89th Street.
Okay.
It's a cool little
So if you want to get your hair cut, you can get your hair cut there as well, you know.
What is a spot called Black Hollywood?
Yeah, Black Hollywood is a barber shop.
Okay.
But in the back, it's almost like a speakeasy type style. It's real, like, real cool
It's
little
like
venue.
a secret venue. I love that.
That's
you know
dope.
what I mean?
That's dope. You gotta know somebody to, know somebody that knows somebody.
Not even. I mean, they should do it like that.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
but not
It's
even.
set up like
you
that.
know.
It's set up like
But the
that.
setup is like that. Like you come through, you go through
It's
a barber
really
shop
nice,
first, and then you go to the bag. You get a little stage. Just a real cool setup.
So
I was really surprised when I went in. You know.
Yeah.
And every Friday they do comedy now. They're doing a little comedy night every
That's
Friday.
dope. I wonder. I've been looking for venues because I just been getting into setting up cannabis events and things like that. And I know of one venue
Check
out.
that place out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. Check them out
We're
before we get out of
thinking
here.
doing some business with them too.
Really?
No, they're great people.
Maybe we, like I said, before we get out of here, we're talking. We'll collab with some stuff because we're definitely looking into doing some events. So, and I know we were talking about doing. I know you guys do live pizza stations.
Right.
For events and things like that. I wanted to learn more about that, but I don't want to talk too much about the idea. But I do got an idea. I want to talk to you guys about to be getting done right here. But can you tell us a little bit more about those live pizza stations that you said? How
Live
they work?
pizza station, we come out with our grill. You know, depending on how much the pay is.
Yeah.
We bring that mountain of dough. We roll them up right fresh on the side. You pick any topping, unlimited toppings. You know, so it's real cool. And then it's like you get to see your pizza made right on the spot. So
That's a
the
popular
best
thing
part,
now, too.
You know,
Yeah,
that's the best part about it. So we do like corporate events, birthday parties, whatever your event is. You got the right, recommendation. You ain't got kids around because I ain't accidentally had no kid come up to my station.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah.
Not at
That's
all.
funny though because I do an event every month at a pizza spot, but it's a reggae event.
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
word?
like
Where
in
is that?
LA. Yeah, it's at Delicious Pizza.
Oh, okay.
It's called Boom Yard. It's like they have performance and stuff, you know. And I do
This
kind
could
of
be
check
a
it out.
Look at
No,
this.
yeah, I do that every month, so I'm definitely gonna.
check that out.
Because the one that we had last month wasn't at the pizza spot, so they're
around.
moving it. So yeah, so
That's
that
cool.
would be like so easy for
Right.
you guys to just Oh yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
because we got
right. See you guys next month.
Look at that. And that's the power of cannabis right there, folks. Yeah. The glue that binds us together. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's dope, though.
Right.
So do you have any plans for where do you see yourself? Or I don't like asking that. What are your plans for the future? Do you see yourself getting the shop? Are you planning on just
most definitely. Come 2018, if laws and licensing, because they're only issuing so many, and then they're only issuing so many to minorities.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fight on that alone. So we be the lucky ones to get a license, God willing.
Yeah.
We will be like the Pizza Hut of cannabis.
And that would be a beautiful thing.
Come right in.
Yeah.
Or
Get your
be
face
like,
known now.
What's that other one? Blazing.
Blaze is pizza where they yeah. I've been there. That's good.
You know, it'd be like a spot like that where you come sit down, maybe even a patio where you can like BYOH, like bring your own herb, like hookah, where you can actually kind of enjoy it and kind of link with other cannabis users, where you can network, because like we discussed, not every stoner is like stupid. These are actually business people, doctors, lawyers. You'd be surprised who is smoking.
You see where it can go, right? You see where it can go, right?
Spot,
All of these linkages just every time.
Yeah.
Everybody coming together.
And that's
it's so strong.
Network, like you got a doctor partner right here. You'd be surprised what you can end up making happen.
This industry brings so much with it, and I think that's one thing the first thing everybody thinks of when he's talking about cannabis business or cannabis industry, that they straight start thinking about flowers and selling weed. That's really what the majority think of, but there's just
whole knowledge.
There's so many facets of it.
So much stuff. Like everything, literally everything that you have or that is being done has a place in that industry. So there's like so much room to do everything that you want to do, like cooking, clubs, doctors, everything. It's like there needs to be these things filled in a whole new industry.
It's a whole niche, really.
Yeah.
And it's when you bring something new, people are gonna like it regardless. They're still gonna try it. Like we're just conditioned that way. So it's like the more that you come out with new ideas, people are always gonna gravitate towards it.
Right.
Especially if you market it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Being honest.
You just can't get over on people.
You gotta be honest. You know what I mean?
That's a big thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are some of the challenges that you guys face, especially when it comes to like being legitimate in this crazy climate right now, where the laws are just always fluctuating and every county is different and every city is different? What are some of the challenges that you guys face, and how have you overcome these challenges in these few months that you've been running business?
So far since we've been running business, I think we've done a great job of operating within the parameter of the law, because technically right now there is really no laws on edibles like that. It's just a matter of fact of having the cultivation license to even distribute, flower product or, be a vendor for it. So it's just about that, and just pay your taxes. You don't want to be Wesley, Ronald Isley. We don't want to be those people. Because right now, it's being a little fish. They're not thinking about us realistically. They're not worried about us. But once the money comes in, that's when they're gonna be like, oh, you've been open this long, where's this money at?
We need a piece of that.
They like to send black folks to jail quick and make an example, like, alright, so we just don't want to be those people, so we try to.
So they're, even as like a distributor, I'm guessing that you're making this out of your home right now? Is this where you have a, like...
Yeah, like...
So,
in the backyard.
We have
you got a nice little setup.
It's a back house, so it's like a nice little outdoor patio setup.
So even doing that, there's still certain taxes that you have to pay in order to operate?
Well, for that, it's more like licensing, you have your food preparation and all of that good stuff. And then just pay your taxes on your sales. So you have a seller's permit. Temporary sales or, long-term sales. They just want you to pay your money. That's it. And I think that was the whole thing really with keeping weed illegal for so long. It's like, it's a weed at the end of the day. It grows abundantly. How can we really tax this product? Once they figure out how to tax it like they do cigarettes, I mean, that's when you're going to see it at your liquor store, like they trying to make it,
But even with tobacco, it's completely, it's like, even with tobacco, you can't just grow your own cigarettes. You can't just grow your own tobacco. So it's like, so even when they do monopolize on, even when they do find a way to get their piece, they're really not gonna be able to. Like, it's still gonna be so much. Like, we can still grow it in our backyard, or we can still break it down.
People can grow good weed.
And that's true.
Well, I think what it goes into is more so like they're worried about who's buying it. Like it's like, you selling it, but then it's like, but if you get caught with it, or if you like, are we still even going to be able to just be walking down the street and smoking it though?
No, you can't.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, so what is really regulated? You know, are we just getting the legality of holding it, just having it on us, but we can't.
Yeah.
Can we be at the park smoking though?
No, you gotta be at home.
That's
like,
goofy.
When
But
they
can
pass
we be
the
at home though?
recreational,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got some weed on me.
Right, 'cause all it
Now,
takes
you
is
don't
somebody
have your
like-
own
your
home,
apartment,
you
like,
know,
you know what I mean?
All it
now,
takes
it
the
depends
neighbor
on
to
your,
say
your
something.
manager.
Right.
Knocking
Now,
on the
certain
door.
apartments, they're like a smoke-free apartment. You're like, I pay rent.
They're gonna make you have to get a
Smoke
license
free.
for that. Smoking in your house.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You should be able to smoke wherever you can smoke a cigarette.
A medical user,
And that's the
you
thing
know?
that's crazy though, because cigarettes, you know, you can smoke pretty much everywhere. Like, yeah, there's some cities like Hermosa and Santa Monica that have like, you know, smoke free, but I mean, those are such small districts.
Yeah.
Like, but people smoke cigarettes anywhere. People smoke cigarettes in front of hospitals.
Yeah.
Like,
There's smoking zones. Right, there's smoking zones at the hospital. Like, what? Isn't this counterproductive? In the colleges and things like there's this big smoking zones where people to huddle over to
That's
smoke
interesting
cigarette.
to see how it affects
My
college
school's like that.
campuses.
Yeah.
You know, because let's be real, college campus you find a lot of things that you're looking for that you don't need to find.
And you find it at the smoke zone.
Right, you find that at the
you
smoke
find
zone,
it at the
yeah.
smoke zone.
That's where all the other weird shit going on.
That's exactly how my school was in San Francisco. I lived in the dorms, but from my window right there was the only smoke-free like side. That's where everybody was at.
What was the Ghana smoke? What was Ghana like when it came to like?
I mean, the weed out there is trash. I mean, it's not.
Bush weed.
It's very bush. It's very bush. I mean, it and you can't keep it for a long time or it will actually mold because it's so humid out there.
Oh.
So it's like when you get it,
So they
you
probably
just
struggle
smoke
with
it.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a good climate for it because it's humid. You know, you have to be in places that have like seasons and stuff. So, and they don't have like a lot of people in that community don't have like obviously the resources to get weed from Amsterdam or you know the U.S. and stuff like that.
And then the stuff you gotta give it so that it grows nice and fresh and beautiful.
That's what I'm saying
But the
about out
Rastas,
here.
the Rastas, they have it on lock. You know, they got their own, like, they do their own stuff, and they got, you know, their own lifestyle. You know, everything is a tile. So
Separated from everything else, pretty much.
Yeah, because all you need is oils, really, from the trees and all that to spray on so that the insects don't eat it up.
No,
You
right,
know,
like
natural
neem,
oils and all
spearmint,
that.
peppermint.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Are you guys into like cultivation? I know you just said you
I
teamed up
mean,
with
I have
SC.
my own plant. I had 6 of them, but I got a demon dog that knocked over
Oh,
5.
my goodness.
I mean, he knocked over all 6, but the lucky lady, she's still growing nice and strong.
That must be a cute dog if he's still around.
He too, yeah, no, you're right. He is cute.
He's a cute little dog. He almost turned an orange chicken, boy.
He kissed them all over, you know. I was like, Bree, walk away. So,
Man.
you know, we still got one growing. And not everybody had that green thumb. So, like, we was talking about bushweed. There's going to be a lot of people with bushweed in their yard right now.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
ain't even going to mention smoking. They just going to still go to the dispensary. They just growing it just to say they growing weed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, definitely, you have to have a green thumb to grow anything. And
Yeah.
It don't come easy, the green thumb. It actually take, like, time and attention.
It's life. You gotta nurture it.
Right, you work that 9 to 5. You ain't got too much time to actually come pay attention to your plants
Mhm.
and groom them to keep the insect off and everything.
We're at that 90-second mark again, folks. You already know what it is. We're going to wrap things up. You guys are from out here?
Yeah.
From out in
LA.
LA area?
Los
Yeah.
Angeles, Inglewood.
Have you peeped the scene anywhere else other than out here? Like, have you been out to Colorado or anything like that?
No, I haven't been to Colorado, but I was out in Georgia, Atlanta for like 4 years.
I just went out there on a little vacation. And, I mean, it's cool when it comes to cannabis and stuff, when it comes to weed.
I mean, see, for me, cannabis ain't hard to find, So when I was out there, a stoner knows stoner, you get together and you have a good time, you know what I mean? So
I was down. We're down there thinking about moving out there just because, like, it's Black Hollywood and the prices is right out in Atlanta. But, like, I can't,
but recreational use is coming. They already know it.
They trying to legalize it there?
Yeah, most definitely. They're already doing it medically, so they're already pushing towards that. When they do that, I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
mad,
Yeah.
like, I'm here. I'm back.
CBD, you know what I mean?
Oh, you put CBD everywhere.
Oh, speaking of CBD, we got a couple more seconds. But speaking of CBD, you said you guys are coming up with some CBD products.
CBD pizza line.
Yeah.
Separate.
And that can be good for use for, like we were just talking about earlier.
Children, elderly, anybody who's looking to get the medicinal benefits of marijuana without the psychoactive part of marijuana.
And that's a beautiful thing. So let everybody know where they can find you.
Sliceofhigh.com.
Sliceofhigh.com. Go check them out. Order you some pizza. It's bomb.com. All right, T, make it happen. Let's get this money.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
The Hub Radio.
Allow me to give you something to think about. Not everything that comes out of Compton is bad. I mean, we have Dr. Dre, The Game, Kendrick Lamar, Venus and Serena Williams, that little girl with the dream, Maya Aja Brown. P. Diddy couldn't have said it better. This is the fairy tale, man. And fairy tales do come true because we got millions of cats that are coming up with that hustling spirit and drive. They got that mention in it, that drive. Bill Lyons had that drive to overcome all obstacles. Bill Lyons isn't just a clothing line or just a brand. It's a movement. Bill Lyons is Compton. Compton is Bill Lyons. Respect the perspective. Bill Lyons.
The Hub Radio.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What if they started making Trump lace fronts? He ain't got no hair up there, but it's all down there. And I mean, it's fine for I don't give a shit. I'm not fucking.
Well,
her,
we
so
all
it
know
doesn't
now
matter
she's
to
a
me.
natural brunette.
Okay. couple minutes.
Oh,
Fucking
Steve
Harvey,
and we already made it clear. Scumbag Society always will say fuck Steve Harvey.
Fuck that nigga, Steve. Fuck you. Fuck your mustache. Fuck the lady who used to
Straight
make
like
your
that.
wigs.
Be careful. When we're not around our own, it's certain shit that we just don't say.
That's true, because we don't want them to get accustomed to thinking that they should be able to.
So I have to catch myself, because I've said nigga before in front of white people, and I kind of like pull back like, wait, I don't want them to think this is cool.
Right. Tune in every Thursday from 7 to 9 to the Scumbag Society Radio on thehubradio.net.
The Hub Radio.
Right now, sound.
I be with the hit maker.
Baby, come give me something, oh. Baby, come give me something, oh. Cause I can't stop loving, since I got a taste of your love. Baby, come give me something, oh.
God damn, you know who I am.
What's going on, everybody? We are back. This is Tea Time on the Hub Radio. I am Witty B. And right now, we're going to get into something I like to call the Strain Game. I just created this game last night. I patented it. And if you're going to play it at home, you got to pay me. So the rules of the game are this. I'm on Leafly.com right now. Shout out to Leafly. I'm going to go through and find a strain. I'm going to name it. And I'll give you a quick description of it. And we'll go one by one. So you have a turn, but you only get one chance. And you get to choose. You have to say if it's a sativa, indica, or hybrid. If you're right, you get 1 point. If you're wrong, you get to pass it. Pretty simple game. At the end of the day, whoever has the most points gets their very own pack of $100 bills. This one's empty because I smoked all of mine. But you get the point. So we're going to get into it. Nakira. Nakira. Damn. I was so sure. We're going to get into this first round. All right. Let's see here. All right. So here we go. $100 OG is that packs a strong punch. The name supposedly refers to both its strength and high price when it first started showing up in Hollywood as a plant. The $100 OG tends to produce large dark green buds with few stems. Users report a strong body effect of an indica for pain relief. With the more or less cerebral feeling pains to the. Alright. So I'm gonna stop right there.
That's the name of it.
What do you think this is? Nakira, right? Yeah. Alright, what do you think? It's not indica. So it wasn't as obvious. Okay. It's not indica.
Said that, though.
So you gotta pass it.
It didn't say that?
Okay, huh? It said it in the description. Oh. I shouldn't have read it because it definitely gave a clue. But, I mean.
So if it's not, it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid, yeah.
I was just about to say it. Yeah.
Kayla,
Hybrid,
right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Not Akayana. No.
I think I know somebody that name. No, not mine.
Not Akayana Voorhees, because that's what I was going at. Okay, that's it. We gonna go back and we gonna start with Marlon this time. I gotta pull it up. That was an interesting one. What is this? Okay. All right, Marlon. Fifth element. Elemental seeds cross blackberry with allspark OG to create this impressive strain. Fifth element produces huge yields of sticky buds that feature a powerful earthy, lemony smell and flavor.
Right now.
What is it?
What I think anyway. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's right. But
what do you think?
So sure.
You want more description, or you think you got it?
I'm cool. My decision is gonna be the same anyway. It's hybrid.
It's a hybrid. Nakira.
It's a sativa.
I'm not giving the point to you. You're not gonna make it that easy. It's an indica. I'm gonna get a point to Kayla. She gonna get this pack today.
I guess I'll wait next time.
It's cool. We all thought this was gonna be an easy game, didn't we?
You do when you so so sure you're wrong.
Let's see what we got
That's how
here.
he started off.
All right, this is something a little more familiar. AK-47, and I will give this to Kayla.
I've smoked that.
Don't let its intense name fool you. AK-47 will leave you relaxed and mellow. This delivers a steady and long-lasting cerebral buzz that keeps you mentally alert and engaged in creative or social activities.
Sativa.
Brrr, drum roll.
Yes. Yeah, until you're mentally alert. Then,
Right. That's what I figured.
Word?
Word.
It's a hybrid.
It's so you, Marlon.
Oh, right. It's gotta be a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
It gotta be.
I don't know how fit it. They got a little team going on. They both gonna walk away with the with the pack.
With the, right. You and
You have, they double teaming. You have to step your game up. Let's see what we got here. All right, so I'm gonna bring this one back to Nakairo. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
He was just checking and said he was just awake.
Thank you. Got my back. That's my brother. All right, this one is Afghan Widow. Afghan Widow. This is so random. Afghan Widow is a strain with deep relaxing qualities that immediately envelop the body in a calming aura. This mid-level sedation is pleasant but not debilitating. However, with continued consumption, the strain may yield benefits for patients treating insomnia, nausea, physical discomfort, and some cancer treatment side effects. Let me see, does it have anything about? I can tell you. Do you want to know how it smells? See, it makes you feel creative. It makes you feel creative, energetic, euphoric, focused. Let's see here. It's flowery, sweet, and pungent.
Whose turn is it?
It's on you.
Oh. Is it a sativa?
It's not. It's not a sativa.
I knew it wasn't.
It's not. It's not a sativa. It's not.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Once they started mixing all the energetic and all that.
I think the hybrid is gonna be the go-to for everything at this point.
Right.
Just start off with hybrid. Just
Hybrid.
A lot of things are hybrid.
these days. There's no real. A lot of pure
So
strains.
people want to mix. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to be couch locked or necessarily just no body eye.
Yeah.
Like you said, too happy. You want to kind of build.
Sometimes you want that cerebral creative, but also that relaxing body high.
I mean, typically I go for an indica straight up.
That's
but
what you feel.
If not, you know, if I don't see no good ones under there, I'll
Me
do
too.
a hybrid indica dominant.
I like hybrids. I like hybrids a lot. I like blueberry muffin, gorilla glue.
No, see, I don't get too much into the names. You go to this
Yeah.
dispensary, they got this name. You go to that one, it's the same name, but it ain't the same quality.
I'm that guy.
I don't get into the name.
We conversation's good because I ain't sparking nothing in a second. And she over here. You see what that white lighter went anybody?
Right here.
Let me see that. I'm gonna spark something up. We gonna
Pizza
get
got
that
my
far.
lips numb. That always happens.
Artificial?
Yeah.
That's what that is?
Yeah, numb.
I love it.
You feel it numb?
I love it. Let me see. I got some rolled up right here, and then Nakaira has broken down some Rishi. What you got over here, Nakaira?
Showing
I
you he's on
have
point.
banana OG.
Banana OG? I've had that before. I like banana. Or I've had like banana AK.
Okay.
Somebody
I don't
made
think
that
I've had that. But I've had banana OG before.
Where do you usually get your herb from?
Right now, well, I have my license, so I just go to dispensaries near me. But right now, I found this new one, and it's pretty cool. It's
You know what it's called or where it's at?
I know where it's at. I don't really know what it's called.
Okay.
But it's cool. They have like the oil, and they have like a lot of different kind of products. That's where I got the vegan wraps from too.
Okay. What city is it in?
It's like, it's by the airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
vegan rocks.
LAX.
That's gonna be the spot that's gonna
Yeah.
What's that vegan
Alright.
rocks?
Vegan.
The wraps.
The wraps.
Vegan wraps.
Right.
Vegan wraps.
It's a little hemp.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones we were smoking on before we started the show.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Let me see who got the least points. Nakaira. All right, here we go. We got Air Jordan OG. I've never had this. I've never seen this. Air Jordan OG, grown exclusively by Good as Gold in California, is a pure strain. There you go. That packs a punch. Don't let the name fool you. I'm fool you, but you can let it fuel you. Air Jordan OG's potent sedating effects will have you melting deep into the couch.
I think it's a sativa this time, right? No, I'm still wrong.
Still wrong.
Right.
Oh no!
I think you thought you said. You thought you said.
I'm gonna give it to it. I'm gonna give it to it just because Kayla already won the pack. Just because I gotta even out the plate. I gotta even out the board. So we got 30 seconds left. It's been a fun game, and as you see, we do not know as much as we thought we did today. But Kayla won. Everybody, round of applause for Kayla. Yay! Hey, you won a pack of these guys right here. Empire rolling papers. I don't know if you're into rolling up your joints or things like that. These are definitely super high quality. I love them. I promote them.
You like blunts, I like paper.
You like blunts? I love blunts. Yeah.
Me too.
We're going to roll one of them suckers right now.
Especially like you in a groove. I think a blunt just burn better.
Yeah.
Seems better for group smoking.
They've been telling me to stop. They've been telling me to quit.
If you like just like a 2-person party, then go ahead and roll a joint. You know, you go ahead and do that. But for me, roll a blunt.
We got to get into these commercials. We'll get right back with you. We're going to keep having some fun. I'm hoping my man Jinx is coming through. If not, we got Slice of High here. We're going to keep on continuing on with this high guy movement. So, T, make that money.
When I'm in LA, battle to the floor, man. Yo, bitch in my face, she might be a home, man. Money in the way, I can see my flow, man. Pull up at the door, hey, watch my dogs, man. When I'm in LA, battle to the floor, man. Yo, bitch in my face, she might be a home, man. Money in the way, I can see my flow, man. Pull up at the door, hey, watch my dogs, man. Yo, bitch on my line, she hit me every day. About them dollar signs, always getting paid. Bad bitch in New York, bad bitch in LA. Said I gotta go, she want me to stay. By the pound, bitch, I blow it by the pound. Especially when I'm out of town. Ain't my gang, you not allowed. Get a chick and lock her down. Ain't her bank, we got it now. Yo, bitch in the lost and found. Started small, we bossing now, not a sound. She want smoke my dope, ayy, let her smoke my dope, ayy. Fuck her in a ghost, yeah, pull up in a ghost, yeah. I don't know about you, yeah. One thing that I know, ayy, that I got to do, yeah, that I got to do, ayy. When I'm in LA, battle to the floor, man. Yo, bitch in my face, she might be a home, man. Money in the way, I can see my flow, man. Pull up at the door, ayy, watch my dogs, man. When I'm in LA, battle to the floor, man. Yo, bitch in my face, she might be a home, man. Money in the way, I can see my flow, man. Pull up at the door, ayy, watch my dogs, man. Money in the bank, money in the safe. Got my business straight, now I'm switching states. Now I'm shining on them, now I win the race. Now these bitches chase, now these niggas hate. But these chips I chase. Gas in my joint, gas in my tank. Hit it once, hyperventilate. I do what I want, fuck what they say. What you think, bitches Taylor gay. She want smoke my dope, ayy, let her smoke my dope, ayy. Fuck her in a ghost, yeah, pull up in a ghost, yeah. I don't know about you, yeah. One thing that I know, ayy, that I got to do, yeah, that I got to do, ayy. When I'm in LA, battle to the floor, man. Yo, bitch in my face, she might be a home, man. Money in the way, I can see my flow, man. Pull up at the door, ayy, watch my dogs, man. When I'm in LA, battle to the floor, man. Yo, bitch in my face, she might be a home, man. Money in the way, I can see my flow, man. Pull up at the door, ayy, watch my dogs, man.
Looking in on target. Suspects have been located in pursuit.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Witty B. We're back on Tea Time, thehubradio.net. I'm here with my brand new co-host, Kyra. I got it. And we're still kicking it with Slice of High right now. Oh, my man Jinx just pulled through. Let me see, we're going to just make a little bit of room for my mans over here. So, yeah, y'all can definitely kick it. We're going to talk to my man Jinx right here. We just had a lot of fun on that strain game. Our table's a mess. We're going to clean up a little bit. We're going to get right into it. He's coming in. From what I saw here, some stuff going on. How you doing, Kyra?
I'm good.
You doing good?
Yeah, a little hazy.
A little hazy, yeah. Understandable. I'm definitely having a good time. I'm definitely enjoying your vibe and your knowledge and, you know, what you bring to the table to the show. It's definitely a cool vibe that you bring, yeah. Thanks for coming out. We like I said before, we just had a co-host who recently left for personal reasons, and we definitely support her and everything that's going on. So we just need to fill that role for some more dynamics. And, you know, we were definitely looking for somebody who just had a little more. She was coming from St. Louis, and so she, you know, she smoked and everything like that. But she just was coming from a place that didn't really have too much knowledge when it came to cannabis. You know, so even though this is definitely a learning experience for me and everybody on the show, it's cool to have somebody who is just as passionate and knowledgeable and wants to be searching for that knowledge in this specific industry as well as other things.
Right.
So I'm definitely, you know, digging that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just important, you know, I mean, it can be looked at as a drug so quickly, so it really is important for, like, anybody that is just using it to be in control of it and really understanding what they're doing, you know. I mean, because we don't know what that law is going to look like, you know. It sounds like, you know, oh, we're going to be able to have weed, but, you know, it's going to be crazy, like, once, you know, the federal government get in control of, you know, that regulation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's important to just know what you're smoking, where you at, what you got. You know, you can just be out here with weed, you know.
Right.
Yeah. That's real. I mean, and this is crazy. It's like to have to be wary like that and have to, especially we here in California. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I know you said in Northern California it's a little bit different.
I mean, in the Bay, it's just. The Bay has a more healthy lifestyle, just agenda within the community. No matter who you are, it's just a healthier place. Like, you know, it's small, but they just have a kind of like a community, like, feeling, like, vibe. Like, you know, it's easier to be healthy in San Francisco than it is in LA.
Almost definitely.
You know, and they have the hippie movement. They have Haight Ashbury, and they have, like, respected marches that went down for people to be able to be, you know, on that psychedelic hippie train. It's just something that happened in the culture. So, you know, San Francisco just has a different vibe.
Were you able to check out that Cannabis University while you were out there?
Yeah, I was able to go, but I wasn't able to, like, go through the whole thing. But I was able to, like, see it, and it was still open when I had seen it, but it had just recently got raided.
Oh, okay. This was like more of a tour that you went on or something like that. Okay, that's cool. For you guys that don't know, is it running? Is it up and running now?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? There was an entire university. My man Jinx just got in. It was a university in Oakland. But we're gonna get my man Jinx's interview. You can come on up, man. We got a seat for you right here, warmed up and everything. Yo, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
We gonna get right into it. I think, hold on. It's all good. All right, cool. So we are gonna get into a quick break, switch a couple things out, and we're gonna get right back into this interview. Thanks for sticking with us. This is Tea Time. I'm Witty B, and you are. You heard it here, folks. All right, T.
UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs. They turn my whole hood down, it's okay. I'ma bring the hood back, it's on the game. Say what you say, but it's still rest in peace, B-Dub, OJ. Rest in peace, Lil Wax and TJ. Leaning on Wadsworth, all blueberries. We can catch your head up from the shoulders. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs. They turn my whole hood down, it's okay. I'ma bring the hood back on TJ. Say what you say, but it's still UG. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. UG. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs. Free my nigga Lil Rook, J-Brace. Operation Freak Bigs. Freak Juba when they let him out, we gon' dab on him Cam Newton. 126 straight, 6 straight. We be 126 stick, 6 stick. Show my nigga Mouse Dukes. A little boy, you can't ever see that my table is too full. Take her to the fake. We sit on the way. When this step in the village, it ain't safe. Say what you say, but it's still UG. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. UG. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. I'm putting off in my hood. I'm putting off on the section. And when I throw the VL, you already know I'm rapping. Putting off in the hood. I'm putting off on the section. And when I throw the VL, you already know. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs. UG. Bitch, I'm from the UJs, UJs, UJs.
Alright, we're back. I don't know what that was. Sorry, folks. We're back on the Hood Radio. This is Tea Time. I'm your boy, Witty B. That's Nakaira. And we got my man, Jinx. Young Jinx in the building. What's happening with you, brother?
What's going on, big boss player?
Chilling, man. Chilling, smoking, eating medicated pizza.
Oh, that's what that is?
That's what that is. Have you a slice pizza poppers?
That then. I thought it was a regular.
You don't mess with edibles? Nah, that's gonna have you some kind of way.
Like edibles. I tried though, but I don't really like it. I had a bad experience one time.
That's usually what I hear. Yeah. All right, man. I want to get right into your interview. I don't want to waste no time. Let me get into my notes here, brother. All right. So where you from initially?
Gima Village, Compton, California.
Yes, sir.
Willowbrook, whatever you want to call it. El Segundo and Central Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real. That's sound pretty confident in that. Yeah. Where did you get your start working in music?
Well, actually, how I got interested in music was I used to dance for Tommy the Clown.
Really?
Growing up as a youngster, and due to that fact, he made us. Well, he didn't really made us. But we had to like make a like clown rap and perform it. Not only we jumped out and danced, we said we had like raps and stuff like that. So actually, once I was a member, I had to create me a clown rap. So I created a clown rap, and that gave me my first exposure as far as like performing in front of people and actually like writing music. So.
How old were you then?
I was probably like 12 years old.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, when I first started dancing with Tommy, I was 11, turning 12.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's when I first like got in, like as far as like writing bars and stuff like that.
So when did you take it to like knowing?
Once I quit Tommy ass.
Yes.
Once I quit, I went straight into music, man. Straight into music.
That was pretty. That was pretty fun. How you said, I I ain't gonna get too deep on it, but
once I quit Tommy,
that was some real shit. It was.
Nah, shout out to Tommy the Clown, man. He's still doing his thing, man. You know, but I ain't mean it like that. But yeah, you know, once I stopped dancing for Tommy, man, I went straight into music heavy. You know what I'm saying? I had my first manager. I was about 16, 17 years old. I had a manager, and you know, I started going hard. You know what I'm saying? Started putting my foot to the pavement and trying to get myself known in these streets of California. So, you know, I've been pretty much holding it down for the coast for like, man, since like 2002.
Real. And I know you've been out here producing. And is that what you were? Is that kind of where you started really getting into, like the industry? I know from what I heard, from what I seen, you did a track for was you did the Faded beat, or you guys did the Faded?
Oh no. That's my phone ringing.
We connected with people.
Yeah, well, actually, my
matter
cousin.
of fact, the person who made Faded beat calling.
Oh, he's calling me right now.
Let's
Watch this. Watch this. Yo. Hey man, you know you gonna live a long time, my brother. I'm right here on the interview right now, right? And he's talking about, you know, like, yeah, man, did you help produce Faded, or did you? Look, nah, man, my people's made Faded, and you calling me right now.
That's crazy.
Hey, give your shout out.
That's
my nigga.
That's the energy.
It's my cousin D Nice, man.
Shout out D Nice. You know oh yeah, shout out D Nice, producer of Faded. That's dope. On the phone right now. What's good with you, man? What's the deal? Shit, just smoking and enjoying ourselves right now. Yeah,
man, you live, man. You live on the Hub Radio,
that should
man.
be. What?
Comptown.
So how old you guys get linked up? Where was that? Is that like something you grew up together? Is that?
That's family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finna get into all that.
That's real. So what are you guys working on next together? Like, since we got you on the phone, what are you guys working on?
We got a record called Dead Ones, featuring this artist named 24 Hours. We got a video too, so we finna go ahead and put it on every platform and try to promote it and get it everywhere. We got the visual on YouTube already.
We can drop that. What's the name of it?
It's called Dead Ones.
Dead Ones?
Dead Ones.
Young, let's look up Young Jinx, Dead Ones. We can get right into that and check that out.
You gonna live a long time, Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's right.
Everything's going on in the world.
That's beautiful. Young legends in the city. That's how you do it. You keep the network together. Yeah, it seems like y'all real tight and real strong. Like y'all got family bonds. And from what I see, the groups in the industry that stick together, the teams in the industry that stick together through all the crazy stuff, they have that family bond. And that's kind of just what separates them from the rest of the herd when it comes to collaborations and just like even labels that are coming up together, producer groups that come up together. They just have that different bond. I can definitely see y'all vibing in the way y'all, you know, y'all emotionally vibe together. It's real and support each other. That's real.
We started out together, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he helped develop my sound, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know what I'm saying? When, you know, you can say the chemistry is there for sure, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Yeah, back in the day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We ready to run this video. Let's run this Dead Zones video by Young Jinx and produced by D Nice, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get it, T.
Yo, where you at, fool? I just touched down. I'm at LAX. I'm finna pull up on the hood, fool. I bet.
Roy Drizzy, call it up. Private club, so still here, Folly doing day service. Stop tripping on the pussy, I pay for it. That fly nigga with the call me. Hermes belt buckle with the ball man. OG Kush on the going good. Jinx first nigga take me to the hood. For real. Rockstar denim with the red one. Sheesh. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Sheesh. I hop out the Porsche. You just wanna fuck, bitch, of course. What you thought? So deaf in the set. Hoes from Bankhead to the net. A bitch don't make me money, then she not around. If she looking at my dog, then I pass around. Shit, we call that a runner. Canaries in the chain, motherfucker looking dumb. I hop bought the Porsche. They valet the Porsche. You just wanna fuck, bitch, of course. If she looking at my dog, then I pass around. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. A bitch don't make me money, then she not around.
A bitch don't make me money, then she not around. Second up the weed, break it down to pounds. I blow weed, call me Chief Keef. Broad Risty to the hood on GP. Freshest nigga in there on my dead ones. To say the only presidents that matter is the dead ones. My squad of army, we a force like the air ones. If you want a fade, nigga, you can get your fair one. I'm fly, nigga, why not? Same road jeans, got a pocket full of knots. Young Jinx, I'm finna take over hip-hop. I'm in the fast lane, I ain't finna make a pit stop. I hop out the Royce. They mad cause I'm fucking with Royce.
Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. If she looking at my dog, then I pass her on. I bought the Porsche. They valet the Porsche. You just wanna fuck, bitch, of course. If she looking at my dog, then I pass her around. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. A bitch don't make me money, then she not around.
I bought the Porsche.
They valet the Porsche.
Valet the Porsche.
If she looking at my dog, then I pass her around. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Freshest nigga in there on my dead one. Bitch don't make me money, then she not around.
Money tap in.
What's good, everybody? We back. Honestly, that was dope. I vibe with that.
Thank you.
That's definitely up my alley. How you feel about it? I don't know.
I like the beat a lot.
Yeah.
Like the beat.
That was, yeah.
You don't like the lyrics?
I mean, I wasn't really like that. I would have to like
That shit
keep
gangster,
it.
my nigga. I like keeping it
over
gangster.
and over, like to really know what you know.
What we
I
talking
can't just
about?
hear it the first time and be like, yeah, like nah. I would have to like you know. But
You have to check it out one more
She
time.
really like music. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
What you need? I think he got the lighter, but I think that shit out. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh.
So I appreciate it though. Shout out to D Nice on the beat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that was hot.
He
That was-
smashed it.
Video was clean.
Thank
I think that was dope.
In my hood.
And then,
Just like the last one, UJ's. Y'all played in my hood.
Who shot the video?
My same camera guy that shoot all my shit.
For real? Yeah. What?
His name is Lanier
Give him a
Williams.
shout out.
His production company, Most Finest Productions. He's out of the IE in Corona, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah. People don't think about that. Behind the scenes, people really make a difference when they rock with you. When it comes to your music, you started off young, dancing, and you know, later on down the line, you got to this project. Where is this project that you're at right now in your career, basically? Like, is this your first project? Is this like a, you know, like your first major project?
Nah, I don't know, man. To be honest, I got so much music. This would probably have to be literally, probably like my 17th mixtape for my career, but maybe my third published in the last 3 years, maybe, was 2017. Yeah, my last tape dropped 2013, 2014, and then 2014 I went on tour.
Okay.
And then I had my kids, and I, you know, did my daddy thing and made sure I was there for birth and everything, walk and everything. So, you know, in the midst of that, I was just working. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of that, slowing down, really strategizing, revamping my team. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So really just trying to put together a master plan to come back this time with what I came with and really like, yo, okay, now I'm going to do it this way. And you know what I'm saying? Try to just flip it. Because that's all it is. Like, Drugs and Auto-Tune is basically an album, like, because I feel like everybody rocking with the South right now, right? As far as, like, the beat selection, everybody like trap
That's
music.
where everything's coming from.
So I feel like from the West Coast, like, if you ever listen to an album of Jinx, bro, if you, like, my library of music, I never sound the same, bro. Never. You look on my mixtape The Weeknd, it's a whole different sound.
Is that by design, or is that just by like where you are?
It's just me
in life as a person,
it's just
as an
me.
artist.
I've always been a jack of all trades, sort of say. I've always been some type of trendsetter in a way. I've always been some type of Like, you can't put me in a box, man. Like, I know I might get a lot of flack for that, though. I know I might get a lot of trig for that.
But that's real, man. At the end of the day,
because niggas probably gonna be like, yo, Jinx, oh, that ain't your style, nigga. Or why? Okay, he came out with this style, but why you trying to do that now? Oh, that ain't. Like, but bro, at the end of the day, I love music, bro. I could do a pop record, bro. I could do R&B. I could write, bro. My little sister sings, bro. Like, I've written R&B records for her. I done, like, bro, I love music. So whatever, I'm a feeling type of rapper, bro. Because I don't write music, bro. I don't even, I got to a point in my life where I don't even write no more. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, no lie to you, bro. Like 89% of this album wasn't written, bro. I might have wrote a hook here and there, or wrote it, but like, bro, mostly every song, and they know because they didn't been in the lab with me. You know what I'm saying? So
in the moment,
I just go with my feeling, bro, and that's why I named it Drugs and Auto-Tune, because that's all I needed to make this album, nigga.
I mean,
real shit, bro. My producer came with the sound. I said, look, bro, everybody on this South shit, I want slower type beats. I don't really want turn up. I just want slower type beat, banging beats, bro. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna kind of like, I ain't gonna per se, well, you want to ride the wave, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna create my way.
The way you would do it.
You feel what I'm saying? Cause I'm rapping like every, like, nigga. You feel me? I'm like, I ain't gonna say taking niggas' pockets, but if they didn't know who I was or something, they might hear the record, they might think it's one of these niggas.
Yeah.
Like, damn, or he sound like one of them niggas.
Is there a difference in like what you're saying? Is there, or is this like a specific message you're getting at with your content?
It is. Well, this album is really kind of like dedicated. I got a few records that I want to dedicate to the like, to the women. You know what I'm saying? But hustlers, because this is like a hustler album. So hustlers in the streets, women that's hustling, stripping, or whatever you doing, you know what I'm saying, hustling, you know what I'm saying, period. That's kind of like what the album is, in my opinion, and my struggle, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, that's real. All right, so we're gonna get into a quick break. Do you have another video?
Of course.
Let's look up a video on this break. What video you got? Let's pick one.
Lean in the Molly.
Let's go on to Lean in the Molly on this break if possible.
Young Jinx, Lean in the Molly.
Lean in the Molly? Like lean and or lean in? Lean and the Molly. Alright, T. Let's get it.
Gotta love.
She like a hoe. That's a hoe right there.
That's a hoe. She get a real.
Call the cuckoo. No, you turned out. All right. Not tonight. Hey. Hey, Pascal.
Cloud Gang.
What's that on that beat?
I'm off lean in the molly, lean in the molly, lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly, I'm off lean in the molly, lean in the molly, lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly.
Cup full of purple, lean in a molly. Swisher full of purple, we stink up the party. I know you smell my swag. Rich, I'm the shit, and your swag is garbage, it smells like shit. I'm turned like switch, so you know we gon' turn up. Get that bitch a pill, now she wanna pull up. Just bought her zone, now I'm about to roll up. She love the way we do it, now she done chose up. You know what? Girl, you the baddest. Just got to college, now you skipping all your classes. I'm like I'm real nasty. Girl, make it nasty. I make her touch her toes like she up in gymnastics. She's so fantastic. Give me what I want, whatever, baby, that's magic. Is you about to leave the party? I don't know, probably. I'm slowed up, I'm off lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly. Lean in the molly. Lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly. Lean in the molly. Lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly. I'm off lean in the molly. 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 I'm off lean in the Molly. I'm a dog side baller. Jugging so hard, probably fuck somebody's daughter. Tonight, I'ma give you what you like. I'ma let my credit card swipe all up in your pipe. I'm fly on the clouds. Niggas can't see me. Wishing you could be Jinx, nigga, no genie. I'm sipping on that lean, I don't care who see me. Friends, I don't need them, no Houdini. We stack up the Lucci, my young niggas Gucci. Niggas act up, then we hop out the hoopty. It's murder, she wrote it, it's over, quoted. 16 ounces of the juice, poet. I got it, you got it, it's nothing, we does it. I'm youngin', I'm thuggin', like fuck it, it's nothing. Swisher sweet rolling on my coast, niggas know it. I'm off lean in the Molly, about to leave out the potty. I'm off lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, yeah. Lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly. I'm off lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, I'm off lean in the Molly, lean in the
Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, in the Tea Time Hot Box. Even though we had the Dabs come out, shout out to Area 51 Extracts. Can y'all see that? They got our homies. They came out and smoked us out heavy. This is probably, well, it is not probably. This is the heaviest smoke out we've had. So you guys are the reigning champs until we hit next month and see what happens. So shout out to Young Jinx for coming through. Everybody go check out the album Drugs and Auto-Tune. You can get it on iTunes. And like I said, we stress buying the album on iTunes. You get the full body of work on iTunes. And you can go to Live Mixtapes. There is a shorter version on Live Mixtapes for you to check out. But go grab that album. Lift it up like that. Here you go. They want me to lift it up. Product placement. Bang. Look at them. Young Jinx. All that social. Look at all that social. Check them out. We having a good time, man. You know what? I ain't get your name, homie.
Ujima Mike.
Ujima Mike.
Yeah.
Are you? But was you the dude rapping in the thing?
Nah, I don't rap. I'm.
I was like, it's like I can't.
No, he was Rizzy. He called me. He was in that video, though.
Okay.
I'm not 24. That is my nigga. He is Fat Fly nigga.
When you kicking around, you know, a bunch of the whole time, y'all blend together. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you don't do the music or nothing like that.
Nah, man. I'm behind the scenes.
That's what we need more. That's important too. So shout out to the homies behind the scenes. Shout out to Young Jinx too, man. Anything else you want let the people know about?
Hell no, just go get drugs at Auto-Tune.
Go get drugs at Auto-Tune.
Go get motherfucking drugs at Auto-Tune. My album, man. I've been a 15-year veteran out here, man, pushing for the West Coast. Period. You know what I'm saying? So all my shit been for free. I've gave y'all my all. All I say is go spend $10 with me. That ain't shit. You gonna buy some weed with that. You gonna go get some nails. Whatever you gonna do, homie, just spend that 10 to get in. Cause you gonna spend $150 for Rihanna and them, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, blood. Y'all spending $150 for them tickets. Y'all know me. But you know me though. I'm the same nigga.
Putting in the work.
That dance for Tommy, blood. The same nigga. Twister, blood. Y'all know.
You're putting out quality.
Y'all know
you deserve.
me.
You ain't giving them nothing that you're not deserving.
Go spend that 10 with the homie Jinx and tell your friends about it and share that shit on social media, man, like you do everybody else, man. We gotta support each other. Niggas is quick to support some motherfuckers we don't know, like these jeans I got on. But the homie selling some jeans, but I ain't gonna buy the jeans for the homie. But you gonna go support Calvin Klein and all them niggas fast. Them niggas don't even want to get into that. Okay.
No, we was talking about that earlier. We was talking about that earlier.
Get into that right now. That's a whole nother
It's the vibe in the room. Keep it in the community. Keep it in the at the end of the conversation. Let that be the what you want to call it, the hashtag or whatever you want to call it for this show. Keep it in the community. The money, the knowledge, like let's really start building within ourselves. The music, the entertainment. We have everything we need within ourselves. Let's really start building like within ourselves.
And those are the messages he's sending in this album.
And that's real.
And this Drugs and Auto-Tune, he's just not sending like
all just straight drugs and auto tune.
No, he's just speaking in the language that young people listen to.
Understand, but he's sending them a message in their language.
Yeah, and that's real.
Like, you gotta really, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Nakaira, right? Yes.
We can't play something from it?
From what?
From the album.
From DNA.
Oh, neither one of those was from the album? We'll close out on let's get, we got a couple minutes. What song you want to play?
Man, this is just so
many. Play Dancing.
Dancing? We can get that on. That's on YouTube?
Is it on YouTube? You dropped the shit on YouTube?
It's on SoundCloud and live mixtapes.
Live mixtapes and everything.
Oh, we can only play it on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, yeah, on YouTube.
You can drop on YouTube.
Yeah, not yet. YouTube can't.
But you guys can check it out, though.
We can do SoundCloud. What's the name?
Oh, shit.
SoundCloud? I think you just
Young Jinx. Young Jinx.
Search Young Jinx.
We gonna end this out.
SoundCloud. And my page to pop up and it's Dancing.
Dancing the motherfucker. That's that.
Nah, that's for the
that's
strippers,
that
man.
strip club anthem.
That's the song we gonna shoot the video to.
Oh, this one you gonna do at the spot? Is the I'm guessing that's the strip club spot.
Yeah.
All right then. I don't know if you are
posting it. You feel me?
Yeah, if you're posting it, let us know and we post it for you. We got you.
Yeah,
like
come out, man.
Yeah, we'll do that. We out there. Yeah.
Fuck with us in the section, nigga. We gonna have a camera.
It's next
All
week.
that, we promote Hub Radio. I'm from the Hub City.
Yeah,
next week.
I got you.
So,
next Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Yeah,
I can do it.
The city, you feel me? Period.
I'm gonna be out this way anyway. Yeah, shoot me. We'll be in contact. Like we're talking to slice of people. We can get with all that, like all that movement with everybody. We're super with that.
Yeah, man. It's all about networking.
Yeah.
Inviting and getting invited.
Yeah.
Actually linking.
Yeah, man. All right, we gonna get into this song right now. Nakaira, you wanna set us off? Tell them like, what song? What's the name of the song?
Dancing.
Dancing. And this is Tea Time on HubRadio.net.
Hold
on. Let's get it.
Diamonds on my chain, watch them start dancing. Strippers at my table, watch them start dancing. When I'm in the club, make it rain. Diamonds on my chain, watch them start dancing. Strippers at my table, watch them start dancing. When I'm in the club, make it rain, rain, rain. We do a lot of bands, then she tryna ride a train. We be all in Sam's, yeah, I need a 2-for-1 I ain't throwing nothing, shawty, you ain't cute enough. When I'm in the club, make it rain, rain, rain. VIP room, she do some strange with some change. Pull up with a bag, shorty, she got ass. She like to get fucked, only from the back. I like to get money, throwing all these racks. That's the money calling, I'ma be right back. Baby's only loyal, it's a goddamn chain. Do a lot of bands, then she tryna run a train. She was on me, I wasn't tryna do a thing. She pulled my pants down, then she started to give me brain. Yeah, diamonds on my chain, bitches know my name. Pull up in that range, bitches go insane. Strippers at my table, watch them start dancing. Eugenia be the label, she diamonds on my chain. Watch them start dancing. Strippers at my table, watch them start dancing. When I'm in the club, make it rain, rain, rain. We do a lot of bands, then she tryna ride a train. Diamonds on my chain, watch them start dancing. Strippers at my table, watch them start dancing. When I'm in the club, make it rain, rain, rain. We do a lot of bands, then she tryna ride a train. Do a lot of bands, she hit me on the gram, cause I be on the grind. From AM to the PM, so she all in my DM. Thinking I didn't see them, thinking I didn't read them, thinking I delete them. She get it on her own, and she had them. Shawty, she the best, she there for me when I'm low. She don't need a nigga, baby independent, so I'ma go for it, like it's 4th and inches. Diamonds on my chain, watch them start dancing. Rivers at my table, watch them start dancing. When I'm in the club, make it rain, rain, rain. Pull up to the hood, everybody know my diamonds on my chain. Watch them start dancing. Strippers at my table, watch them start dancing. When I'm in the club, make it rain, rain, rain. We do a lot of bands, and she
Alright, we're back. I'm Witty. This is Tea Time on the HubRadio.net. I'm here with, and you know what it is. We have Young Jinx in the building promoting this album. Drugs and Auto-Tune. Honestly, dope. He's really supporting some really dope positive things. Really the topics we're talking about today. Go check out his album. It's on iTunes. You can get the shorter version on live mixtapes. He has an event coming out next week. Where's the event at again, brother? Crazy Girl Strip Club. When is that? Next Saturday, he'll be shooting the video. So definitely check dude out. He's definitely on the rise out here in the city. So once again, you already know what we do. This is Tea Time. We support cannabis, the culture. We support hip hop, black community, black business. Everybody out here doing. We want to bring the knowledge to you, and I thank you for watching and supporting. Tuning in next week, we will have Khadijah Adams and somebody else. We don't know who just yet. My name's Witty. That's
Jinx.
Yeah, and we got all his people out here too. Tune in next time. Shout out. This is the HubRadio.net Tea Time. We out. T, cut us off. I won't talk no more.
The Hub Radio.
Tea Time on HubRadio.net.
The Hub